But it's good. It's good to make like sacrifices.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to making sacrifices for like a good goal.
Yeah.
Just kind of like that dude, the CEO was praising. He was like, "Yo, guys, I know it's hard out here." It's like the CEO doing like this Zoom call. It's like, "Guys, I know it's hard out here. I appreciate everybody working, and I want to highlight this one specific person that you know, we had to return back to the office,
Mm-hmm.
and he did a great gesture. He gave away his family dog, basically, right?"
Wow. Because basically, in that situation, I think some offices or a lot of jobs, I feel like they're kind of go under ending their work
This is
at
how you do a
home
segue, by
mandate.
the way.
Sorry?
This is how you do a segue, by the way.
Yeah,
Did you see how effortless it was?
my segues have been good.
No, no,
See,
no, no, no.
now you fucked it up because then
see
you
how
mentioned
this is how
that you do
effortless it
segues.
was. I went from topic A, boom. This was
How-
not even part of the topic. It's
Bro,
boom. This
but
is how you
how
take
did
it
I go
over.
into the topic of YouTube? Segue. I went into obsession shisha
Nah,
segue YouTube.
no.
Man, see
No,
how you
no,
messed
because
it
I
up.
said crack. Then you
You're
said crack, then
it's
you
like-
said YouTube.
This is like over explaining a joke. Now
no,
you
no,
you
no,
know-
no, no,
you
no, no.
know
I'm
what
just
it is.
showing. This is an example. This is how you segue.
I hate it here.
Take notes. Anyways, you're saying CEO?
Yeah, I think basically, a lot of jobs, I guess they're having people go back to work to the office. I mean, I guess they're paying for the building, so they like might as well use it. And this guy, it did say it was a family dog, where you kind of like give away the family dog so that he could like go back to work in the office. Maybe, but to be fair, if he feels like he wasn't able to take care of the dog, I'd rather someone like give it to someone else. You know what I mean? I feel like it sucks to have a dog be a pet beavery home, but if you're not paying attention to it, so I guess I would prefer the dog being in a better family, that can take care of him.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of messed up if you have to like give up you feel that you have to give up your dog to accommodate your new work cycle, right?
Yeah. But I just find it fucked up. Like that's why I hate corporate culture. Like it's so dumb. Because he's like the CEO of Clearlink was recorded praising an employee for selling the family dog after hearing about the company's return to office policy, accusing dozens of workers of quiet quitting and questioning whether single mothers or primary caregivers could really work full-time jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And just to add, blah blah blah. So a number of employees had been hired with the understanding that Clearlink was a remote first company.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, you said as you
I
hired
can work
people,
home.
it's gonna be remote first.
Yeah.
And the thing that I really grind my gears, and I've seen a couple of videos of it, this whole quiet quitting thing.
Yeah, basically.
People like making videos is like, yo, there's this new phenomenon. People get hired, and instead of going above and beyond, they just do what they were like hired to do.
Yeah.
They don't want to go above and beyond. It's like, bruh, pay me above and beyond, and I'll go above and beyond.
But I feel like
you
that's
hired
always,
me to do task ABC. If I complete task ABC, I don't need to do task D. Pause.
Yeah.
But I don't need to do task key. You know what I mean?
I think even before knowing that was a term, I've always had my parents kind of tell me like, we've all done like odd jobs, like working at like random shops, whatever, just to get some bit of cash. And I think my parents have always told me like, you don't have to kill yourself for this random job,
Exactly.
You do the job you're asked to do.
Exactly.
But I think the thing is, the issue would be like, if you go above and beyond, they're more likely to keep you at that position because like you're doing all this extra work and we're paying you this much.
You'll do above and beyond, and then the day you won't do above and beyond, be like,
yeah, you've been slacking off.
Wendy, I need you to come to my office.
Yeah.
I need you to step into my office.
What did you think
Wendy,
the coffee machine?
Lately, Wendy, you have been slacking off a little bit. You used to roll at 145%.
Yeah.
Now you're at 125%. I'm going to need to cut your hours.
Yeah. By the way, you still haven't walked my dog, and you still haven't gotten his new snacks. So
I remember I was working this like super like bare minimum wage job as like in retail, and I remember we had to do like $3,000 of sales in like a shift.
Bro,
it's like, bro, I'm not even paid commission. You busting my balls, like.
Oh my god, I had a job like that. I had one like that, and they would always see
the fuck, and they would tell me to figure what the fuck am I going to sell, bro?
That this means nothing to me.
But how many times have you went to like a retail shop and somebody sold you something? Like actually, I wanted to buy pants, but I went out and buy like a blazer.
Honestly, never.
It's like, bro, I'm here to buy a specific thing.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about your opinion.
Exactly. Honestly,
minimum wage worker.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
If I don't like it, it's like
knowing that the person there was in a similar situation that you were like a couple of years ago, like that they're just doing their jobs.
100%.
So people don't see. It's not like you're going to like super fancy like like shop where people are like the professional, like people like in like designers, like recommend things. So these are gens qui comme moi that have done like retail job. And this girl is just doing her job because she's gonna finish at 5 and then she has homework to do after.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not as invested at it either. Like at most, if I'm looking for a pair of pants, I'll be like, "Oh, do you have other pair of pants I can look at?" But I've never been convinced to buy like a whole ass blazer. Like it doesn't work. I don't know for other people, but you can't convince me to buy more stuff I don't need. Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't
But
know. So,
also I get it. Like I understand like remote working from home, like it's such a blessing.
no, but
And I
yeah,
get it
yeah.
how like certain bosses are like nobody's doing work. And I know for a fact there's a good percentage, I don't know the data, they don't do fuck all. Because he's saying like some have already quietly quit their position by taking a paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
And Clark claims in the meeting, in 1 month this year alone, I got data that 30 of you didn't even open or crack open laptops, and those are remote employees, which I get, you know.
No, but honestly, does it matter if you're able to, if you do your job properly and you do what you're asked to do? Does it matter that you have all this extra free time to, like, I don't know, rest? You don't have to like drive to work an hour, come back.
100%.
You have to prep, get ready at like 6 a.m. to go.
Mm-hmm.
Does it matter?
No.
And I understand as like I understand if you're a business owner, think this is my business, I want people to work, but they're doing their job still.
Yeah, but some people do work better under supervision.
Well, for sure, for sure. I understand that. So I guess I don't know. Maybe I guess I don't have the solution for like how, but that would be so. But I know for you, for example, I know you work.
You fucked up. You gave us remote from work, but
you work really well. No, but in general, you're
yeah,
really good at your job. I feel like.
yeah.
So, do you think you would benefit from working in the office? Do you think that would help your work ethic?
No, it would ruin my day more. Like stuck in traffic. There's nothing worse than being like 7:30 and just like sitting in traffic and going doing like sitting in traffic for work.
Right? Isn't that so demoralizing?
And then just stuck in traffic, and there's always this one dude that just want to cuts in line. It's like, bro, dude, why you doing this, bro? Why you ruining my mood, man?
Yeah, which I get,
That's even better. Now I can just like,
I remember having
2 hours before.
I remember having this job in retail. So honestly, I did the job. People make recommendations like, "Oh, you have this shirt or whatever." It was the most basic job. And then at one point, the manager was like, "Yo, we're looking for a key holder. Would you want to be a key holder?" And I remember talking to the other key holder, and I was like, "Dude, how much more are you getting paid?" I swear, I think it was like 10 cents. I was like, "You want me to take this job for 10 extra cents? Then I have to close the fucking gate.
Mm-hmm.
I have to open the store. I have to put on the mannequins, all this stuff." She asked me, I remember that day, she's like, "Hey, Wendy, like, we have a new position that opened up, key holder, would you want to do it?" What she go? No. And then she went like, "No?" And I was like, "No, honestly, that I'm not interested." Like,
yeah.
Especially knowing that this is not at all in my career field. So for me, I have no reason for wanting to get more invested in this job than I already am.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, honestly, if I'm not interested, if I don't see it beneficial for me, like in any way, I'm more likely to just be like, "Let me find something else."
Yeah.
But
yeah, I remember when I worked in a call center.
Yeah.
And like there was like I was like a team leader. There was like a manager or like an assistant manager
Mm-hmm.
position opening up. I remember my boss was like, "You didn't apply? It's like, you don't want to be this?" Like, nah,
I'm not good,
bro.
I'm Gucci.
I see how stressed you guys like. I'm cool.
Right? I don't need the stress in my life. I feel
and
like
I remember like another team leader, like we had two, and she got the job. And like 2 weeks after, she's like, "Yo, there's so much work." I was like, "Yeah, I'm not surprised."
No,
I'm
honestly,
not surprised.
If ever there's like a new position, I mean, whatever job I would be in, I would always, let's say I have a friend that became like a manager and so on. I would always like ask my friends, "Oh, how is it?" Like really to see like the full view of the job, to see is it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, a lot of the jobs I've had, it's
never
not.
Is.
And it's je suis pas intéressé to be manager at this whole shop because I'm like, this is not even what I want to do. Why am I have to be stressed now of like the sales when I don't care about the sales about this company? Like, I mean, again, I'm doing the job, right? But I don't really care necessarily more if we're able to reach the monthly goal. Like, oh, on a fait 1200 aujourd'hui, we didn't make it. Okay, well, I finished at 8 though, so I'm still gonna go home though. I'm not gonna think about it. So, if you're the manager, I understand what you have to worry about it. But if I don't have to, I won't. So
it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
So I'll keep reading this article, but it's like, Clark which is like the CEO, also wondered whether some remote software developers were secretly working for two different companies. We don't know.
I mean,
The Clearlink CEO laid into copywriters, claiming that some of them exclusively using AI to write. And then he says, "I can do that in about 30 minutes of an 8-hour workday." He said, "So, what do we need to do? Let's put out 30 to 50 times our normal production."
damn. See? I think the CEOs are just hating because they're like, "Yo, I'm getting paid this much money, and I'm able to stay home, and I don't want you to have the same luxury, like of me being able to stay home and not doing much." Yeah, I wish we could see this recording, like, and I wonder who. I really should have seen. Was like, who the fuck recorded me? He must be like.
You hate to see it.
It must have been like a call of like 220 people or something. I don't know, enough people. Maybe they're not able to figure out who it is. I would love to see that, to be honest. That's so funny.
There was another CEO
Yes.
same week.
Yeah. So.
The lady going crazy. She's like, "Yo, guys need to live pity city. We gotta bootstrap.
Yeah.
We gotta work harder. We gotta come through." It's like, "I don't know why you guys are mad about not getting a raise, okay, guys? We're in a hole. We gotta dig ourselves out of this hole."
This is your business.
She's doing like this crazy motivational speech, like it's like Game 7, finals playoff. We down by 5. She's like, "Yo, let's go, guys. We gotta win this game. We gotta come together as a team and work together." Meanwhile, it was a meeting for like why people didn't get any raises. Meanwhile, she got a bonus of $1.12 million.
But she's like, "Don't worry about it."
Sitting there like,
and then she's like,
"Bitch."
And then she's like, I too have a hard time doing groceries.
Exactly.
I'm like,
me too. I struggle.
Boat. I'm in the same boat. But I still come to work one time a week.
Do you know how expensive
Mercedes is?
Yeah.
Do you know how expensive?
I had to change the oil. I don't take regular oil like you bums. I have to take synthetic oil.
Exactly. Because I can't afford it anymore.
Do you know how much Supreme gas costs? No, you don't, you fucking bums.
And my rims, I had to change it twice in the last 2 years. Exactly. Think about it. It reminds me because
fucking peasants. You know how much I heated the parking spot cost? Yeah. No, you don't. You park in the street, you fucking butt.
Yeah. Before it's $25, now I pay $28 a month.
Fucking disgusting.
Think about it.
Now, stop the fucking whine and get back to fucking work.
It reminds me
basically of like if there were subtitles, that's what she said.
I know, if you read it between the lines.
Exactly. That's what she really wanted to say. But she wrote like a politically correct statement.
Exactly. Like there was this YouTuber I had watched. It was so cringe. So basically the girl, I think she's like 27, her and the sisters are like they're like OG YouTubers. They did like lifestyle, whatever videos. Mm-hmm. In that video, she deleted the video, obviously, because she has a backlash. So she's sitting in her car, which people had pointed out it was like a Mercedes, but it's a nice car. And then she's like, basically, she broke up with her partner like a year or two ago, and they had planned to they basically planned and built this whole house by themselves, right? So it was like, everything to the T was built. Mm-hmm. So they built the house, and to be fair, she makes more money, so she was putting in more money, right? So they broke up and everything. So now she's like, now she's not able to afford her house as much, or like maybe it's a bit too much beyond her means. And then she was like, guys, and she was saying, guys, I just learned this word. It's called being house poor. Guys, I'm house poor. People are like, you're sitting in a Mercedes. And en plus, their mortgage, the house that she's paying, it might be a $2 million house that she built herself. She could easily afford $1 million house. You know what I mean? I don't know how much her house is, but I'm assuming it's a very nice one. And then she was saying like, guys, I haven't bought new clothes in a long time. All the clothes I get are from brands. Think about it. I want to go on a shopping spree. I haven't been able to do that. I'm house poor. So, you can see how the people did not receive that property, Like, can you imagine you're crying to me in your Mercedes when people can barely buy groceries? And then people were calling her like tone deaf. And again, she just deleted the video. I feel that's a thing. I'm just deleted the
Remember
video.
there was like when the pandemic just started and like all the millionaire actors, they were like singing this song.
Like, guys, out people.
It's so hard out of here, guys. I'm in my $25 million penthouse. As I get my food delivered and I don't have to go outside and I'm completely secluded from everybody. It's super difficult.
And my tennis court is not as cool as
I had a movie that's supposed to come out. It won't come out.
But I'm still getting residuals.
Because we can still sell DVDs and sell it to Netflix. Guys, it's so difficult right now.
And I have to pay my lawyer. That's the thing. I think if I get really rich, I don't think I'll be out. I wonder if being rich turns you tone deaf, or people are just.
I always thought about it. I feel like
Yeah.
like when you get money and you become more famous, you're just like the same person. It's like multiplies it.
Yeah. But at the same time, I feel like you have to kind of grow up struggling a bit more to really be able, like, even if I get $10 million tomorrow, I'll still understand how hard it is to like buy groceries and everything, right?
I don't think so.
You think you're just gonna forget, and one day you're gonna be like, beans are, I
Bro,
think
I'm still gonna buy. Yo, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be cheap rich. I'm still gonna buy my
Like, go to,
groceries. Bro, the guys are yo, isn't this guy worth 75 million? Qu'est-ce qu'il fait au Super C, bro?
bro.
Yo, cucumbers are but I
I'm
mean,
still gonna go to Super
yo,
C.
cucumbers are still. I mean, I was gonna say 99 cents, but like, let's say in 10 years, it's gonna be like, yo, cucumbers are still $5.99.
Yeah, but honestly, even if I win like tons of money tomorrow, I swear I don't think I doubt I'll buy a whole new wardrobe. Honestly, I'm just like,
Well, I mean, I'm still gonna splurge. Like,
I'll buy a cool
let's say
car.
let's say I get like, I mean, yeah.
I need the license first, but yeah, I got
Exactly.
it too.
If I get super rich, honestly, if I get super rich, I'm just gonna lease. I don't give a fuck.
Lease?
I'm just gonna lease a car.
Oh yeah, I think
I don't even care. I don't need to own it afterwards. Take it.
What I will do if I get the car. I told you the car I wanted, and you make fun of me before. I wanted like a van or something. I told you it was a dream car, that a big van.
You didn't even know the name of the car you wanted.
But it was like a van, and it had like 5 seats in there. You know when I was a kid, because we had like
specific.
a 7-seat car, and I was like, this is the coolest car ever.
Mm-hmm.
But then I found out by you and other people that having like a big caravan is not the coolest car ever.
No.
But I thought they're cool. Or
Yeah.
I want that, or like a FIFA. Or like, and actually,
A what? A FIFA? Like the video game?
no, like the car, the Italian car, FIFA.
A Fiat?
A Fiat. The Fiat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want a Fiat.
You feel how awkward this room got, right? you sense the awkwardness, the silence.
It wasn't that bad.
The FIFA.
It's a common mistake. The Fiat.
I mean, I guess it's possible. I've never heard anybody make that mistake, but it could be common.
But they both start by F-I. A.
I'll give you that. I'll give
Thank
you
you.
that. I'll give you
Thank
that.
you very much. Move on. Next topic.
When you were playing that record, what were you thinking?